Defending. Am I prepared to be frustrated? Hopefully not. Hopefully this is all about manual defending. Advanced defending is a new setting that changes the layout of defending buttons. The goal is to give players the choice. Oh my god, dude. We might all be so bad at FIFA for the first month trying to learn all these new mechanics. Again, I don't think that's a bad thing. I just do think it's very interesting. More defensive improvements. New animations for seal outs. Press X to request a shoulder challenge or seal out. Press circle to request a standing tackle. Huh. I kind of like that because before X was just straight up almost lazy jockeying, right? And circle obviously was a standing tackle. A shoulder challenge or a seal out. So when you're running and you have you're a lot closer to the ball, if you press X, they're going to like step in and almost try and shield the player away from the ball. Maybe if you do it too aggressively, you give away a foul, right? For impeding or whatever. Pretty cool. New animations for seal outs and shoulder challenges from the front to increase the usefulness of situations where those mechanics happen. Animation cleanup, adding hundreds of new tackles, God help us all, including back heel slides. Oh, okay, yeah. Of course, when you're jockeying and someone plays the ball that way, you drag your heel across, right? You drag your heel across to do it or whatever. Stuff like that. Not necessarily a bad thing. Defensive positioning, zonal defense. When using a depth higher than 45. Hey guys, someone that you watch regularly uses 72 depth. I wonder if that will benefit or hurt us. Players will attempt to mark opponents higher up the field and close to the ball possessor. Oh my days. I'm so excited. Of course, it's going to make you more subject to even more counters, but still, if I want to play and live by the sword, I will live and win and die by the sword of ultra high attacking tiki-taka. This is awesome. This can open up gaps for the attacking team to exploit if the initial press is broken. When the ball is close to the sideline, defenders will attempt to close down the ball carrier to reduce their near passing and support options. This can leave the far side of the pitch open for attacking opportunities. Now, that concerns me because that feels like generically this is going to leave you open to counterattacks without you being able to control any of it. I don't like that. Pressure tactics. When using pressure tactics such as constant pressure, pressure after the ball, loss after possession on heavy touch, a player's marking tightness will be more varied. So not all players will be tightly marked. The goal for this change is to prevent the flow of the game from completely changing when one user switches to a pressure tactic, allowing the attacking team to make smart passing decisions to break the pressure. That's a good start. I was hoping that they'll say we're going to do a more realistic drop in your stamina, playing ultra defensive and whatever, but it doesn't look like they've talked about that, which is concerning. Goalkeeper. Oh, the following changes have been made for goalkeepers. New push deflects. When the keeper cannot catch the ball, they will now attempt to push a shot deflection into a safer area out of play. Interesting. Tip overs. Improved detection of lob trajectory shots to use tip over saves and improved results of these saves. I mean, chip shots and keepers are so broken anyways. Animation refresh. New and refreshed animations with saves with feet, diving saves, deflex reflexes. We'll see how that plays in game. Player switching, right stick switching sensitivity. I basically exclusively right stick switch because whenever you do the manual L1 switch, it never picks the right guy. So I try and do player relative right stick switching is basically what I've done all year. Gives you control over what is more important when performing a right stick switch, the distance of the player or the angle that was inputted. When adjusting the sensitivity of right stick switching, the higher the sensitivity, the more the game will respect your right stick input when selecting the next player. The lower the sensitivity, the more likely the system will select a player in closer proximity, even if your right stick input is not pointed directly at him. So I would go the other route. I would go way more sensitive because if someone plays the ball across the field and I click across the field, I don't want it to select my Alphonso Davies 2 feet away from me. I want it to select across the field to the, let's say, the right back across the field, right? Relative to where the ball's moving or whatnot. So that's pretty cool. Nearest to the ball, next player switching. Nearest to the ball. Players that are closer to the ball, even if they might be slightly behind the current dribbler. Goal side. Prefer players that are on the goal side of the ball, even if they may be further away from the current dribbler. I think I might go goal side. A combination of multiple factors. The previous default. Maybe classic or goal side, I think, is probably what I would end up doing. And then you mix that with sensitive right stick switching. That might be pretty OP. I like that. And guys, I genuinely feel very good. I mean, I don't like that defending was so small, but that might be a good thing. Attacking has a big, playstyles have big explanation. So maybe they're going harder on the more options to attack, whereas we kind of know defending is broken anyways. I would have liked to see a lot more conversation in defending about manual defending and maybe punishing just AI defending, but